Urban Hope Summer Camp is located in Walltown, a neighborhood in the heart of Durham, North Carolina.
Walltown, through its history, through it being a marginalized, or what I would call an exiled community that was basically exiled from the rest of Durham and that has continued to be exiled by some of the problems that plague the community, it became a community where there was a real family type atmosphere where everyone knew everyone else. They were all in the same boat together.
This used to be a very affluent neighborhood. This used to be a place where if you were black and up and coming, you would come here. You know, there are places in this neighborhood that are referred to as the Black Wall Street, and that no longer exists.
I hope that Walltown in its future will redeem some of its past and see that there is power in the community to affect change in the city. Urban Hope has 4 main focuses: spiritual development, leadership development or job training as we now call it, entrepreneurial development, and recreation. Urban Hope is a Christian-based camp, and therefore we use the Bible in everything we do.
Faith has, I would say, a very strong role in this camp. Even though we're teaching the kids about how to maintain a job or how to run their own business, a lot of the morals that are a part of Christianity are what we're teaching the kids so that they're learning how to be honest business persons. They're learning how to be honest employees. They're conducting themselves with integrity.
The premium that we get with Urban Hope is it teaches kids about economic development. In school, the kids are taught how to read, write, and do arithmetic, but they're not given a basic economic education. And when it comes to how they manage the money, coming from already a low-income situation, they stand the most to lose. If our kids mess up once or twice, you know, they're out.
Recreation played a tremendous part in the camp. Recreation, I guess, it served as a way to just kind of have fun and just relieve a whole lot of energy.
One of the things that I most appreciate about Urban Hope is that it is a place where relationships are formed and sustained over time. We have counselors who come from both across the street and across the nation.
I would recommend it to anybody who's serious about learning more about the inner city, who has a heart to maybe be a catalyst for change.
I would tell them to forget everything they've ever learned, to forget every book they've read about, you know, working in an urban area, and just to come into it anew.
It's been a great summer. We have a great group of counselors, and we're all like family now.
This summer, 2 campers, CJ and Rosalind Smith, developed into courageous leaders despite the personal obstacles they had to endure.
Well, CJ and Rosalind were a surprise for us this summer. They have had to deal with some pretty extraordinary circumstances over the summer.
My name is Charlie William Smith III, and my age is 13.
CJ's really, he's a strong leader, but he's a quiet leader.
He would always come up with new and innovative ideas of how to lead. He, in fact, was the president of our entrepreneurship, which is called Concessions The Remix.
When I became CEO, I know I had to, because I'm very quiet, so that's how I had to step up my game.
My name is Rosalind Smith, and I'm 14.
Rosalind brought a really sweet spirit. She had a really calming presence. She also had a real good work ethic too. So we placed her over at One World Market.
Job Club is where if you're 14 or older, you go to certain jobs. I work at One World Market on 9th Street. I've learned how to communicate with customers. I've learned how to use a cash register. I've learned how to do inventory on a computer.
She really excelled there. She was able to learn about inventory control and visual merchandising and customer service, and some skills that would really help her out in the future.
After this, I'm going to see if I can get another job to get ready for school. It's a great camp, and I really think that if people would come to this camp. They would meet new people, have a great time, and learn new things.